Hey guys, welcome back. I'm really excited about this video because it is the first one that we are going to start doing every month, which is going to be titled Small Moments, Big Echoes. And when it comes to echoing, it really has so many different meanings in the word and why I chose that to name our business, Echoing Magic Travel. And I talk all the time about making memories when you travel that leave big echoes in your life, moments that turn into memories that you remember for years to come. All of these things, think like a ripple in a pond or an echo reverberating off a cliff wall. It stays, it continues, and life is so precious, and there's so many tiny little moments that make life real that I want to try to help all of us get that perspective in day-to-day life, but especially when we travel, finding those little moments that are personalized to us that really make all the difference in the world at lasting. The things we look back on, the moments that, if not define us, at the very least, create us. Because we're all like a culmination of all these little moments of our life, all these little things. And it's so easy to let the little moments kind of just pass by. And then later, you're like looking at your photos or you're thinking back at something, and the tiniest little memory, the thing you would not expect that you would remember and would really make all the difference in the world, that's the thing you remember. And that's the thing you go, oh, that was awesome, such and such, this, that, or the other. So with small moments, big echoes, what we're going to do on these videos is essentially, this is going to be my way to help you guys learn about me. I am going to take 10 small moments out of my life every month. So it's gonna be the first Friday of the month. I'm gonna be on here telling you about 10 moments from the month before, small moments that left big echoes. And you know what? Sometimes it might seem like a teeny tiny thing that, well, is that gonna be a big echo in a month, in a year? Maybe it's a big echo that I remember for the rest of my life. Maybe it's something that just really is impactful right now. That shouldn't mean that does not mean we should minimize or diminish those small things, because cumulatively they do make up who we are. So here we go. We're going to get right into it. This is going to be feel a lot more conversational. I'm going to just be kind of giving you a look into my life a little bit, and hopefully along the way kind of maybe giving you some little tidbits of stuff that I've had through my life or travels, because, you know, I do travel a decent amount, so there's going to be some of that in here as well, as far as the different moments. And just, I hope it just makes you smile. You saw our puppy mascot walk out of the frame. And it's just gonna be something fun we can do together every month. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Here we go. The first small moment of May. So we're talking about May 2025. This is the first Friday of June, and I'm going to be talking about May. May is always such a special month for me. I absolutely love the transition from spring to summer. It's just so life-giving. The flowers, the temperature changes, all the different things. My anniversary is the last day of, spoiler alert, my anniversary is the last day of May. So May is really kind of precious and special to my heart. And so that's what we're gonna be talking about. The first small moment from May, I went at the very end of April, first couple days of May, I went back to Walt Disney World in Orlando with some girlfriends that I have. I've never gone on a girls trip before, and so that was really special in and of itself. But we're talking about small moments, not big, I went on a trip, because and the whole point of this is to hopefully help you start reflecting on what small moments matter to you and how to make that special in your life. So a small moment from the girls' trip, number one, was watching my friend's face. Both of them. And they know and the two of them, when they watch this, will know which one I'm talking about. But specifically one of them on all the ride photos. Like, I feel like we need to make like a collage and print it out and each have it of all the ride photos of my one friend's face. She does not like roller coasters, and we lovingly convinced her to go on so many, and she did have so much fun. But some of the pictures were just, I mean, they're epic memories that are just ingrained in my head. So you know who you are. I love you very, very much. And thank you for riding those rides with us. Number two, second small moment from May. While we were on the trip, we were looking at timing for when we were going to leave, and we ended up realizing that we could get on an earlier flight. And one of my friends and I are both we both work in EMS for our 9-to-5 job, and with the schedule and everything for shifts and things, it would be a lot easier if we got home a little earlier. So we just tweaked our flight schedule slightly. Never even realized it. My dad was flying and connecting through Atlanta on a business trip. We were going from Orlando to Atlanta as our connection point. And we ended up, without planning or realizing it, we booked the same flight as my dad, which these girls also like affectionately call my dad their dad. And we all were on this flight together. We met up with dad in Atlanta airport, went and got coffee. We're sitting there laughing and joking. It was so much fun. We had the best time. And just randomly ended up, not intentionally, randomly ended up on the same flight as my dad. So that was really cool. That was the second one. The third one, Mother's Day. My mom, she has such an amazing garden and she just loves it. And depending on the year, it might have more flowers or more vegetables or different things like that. But she had been really wanting, she has these 4 planters that she really loves, putting like 4 or 5 different things, making it really beautiful. My grandpa, actually her dad, used to be a florist part-time. He was a firefighter and he was a florist. And so he made my wedding bouquet. So putting flowers together and stuff is kind of in our genes. And she really wanted to put those together. So we ended up going to her favorite flower shop and we got some stuff and we just spent a couple hours. It wasn't any big thing. We just spent a couple hours doing that. And I ended up getting my first 2 herb plants. I've never had an herb garden or anything. So I'm dipping my toes in with a little basil and rosemary plant. So we'll see how it goes, but it was really special. It was really fun. I'll let you know how that goes as far as if they survive or not. I am definitely not the one in my family with the green thumb. That is for sure. Number 4. This is very, very simple and very little, but my lilacs. I don't have a green thumb. I like anything in my garden or around my house has to be perennial, which means it comes back on its own every year, and it has to be very self-sufficient because I'm not going to keep it alive. I'm not good at it, but I do love having stuff around the yard. And I have this lilac tree that I transplanted. It was a wild one that I found, and it has purple blooms. And I transplanted it to where it ended up now with the way we did a house redesign. It's right out the window from my reading nook. And this year I had more blooms than I've ever had. And it just makes me grin when I think about it. So I had several mornings where I was just sipping coffee and reading and looking out the window and seeing my lilacs. And it was just, it just was life-giving, soul-giving. It was so amazing. The 5th one was total random. I was doing like 5 other things that day, and all of a sudden my son, technically my stepson, but my son, he needed to get up to another town to pick up his truck, and everybody else was working and doing stuff. So he called me and was like, is there any way you're free? And so we just randomly ended up, him, me, and my grandson, his son, ended up having like an extra hour or 2 that we just rode in the car and listened to music. And it was just really special. It was just a very small moment, made my grandson laugh a little bit and got to catch up with my son on what was going on in his life. It was really special. My favorite, number 6, my favorite coffee shop, which in the town I live in, it's not open year round. And they're open. And it was so much fun. The first day we went in May, my mom, my daughter-in-law, and we all had somewhere we had to be Saturday morning. And we ended up saying, you know what? We've got 30 minutes before we all have to split off different places. Let's meet up, have a cup of coffee, catch up, and then we'll all go do what we need to do. And it was very short, but it was so special. And it started the summer off on a great foot and kind of solidified that, making those, if you only have 15, 20, 30 minutes, making it count. And it really did. And it was super, super fun. Number 7, I love to read. I grew up loving to read. My mom will tell you that all she ever wanted was that for both of her kids to love reading. And my sister and I both do. But we're also adults. We have jobs and kids and all kinds of things where it can be hard to find time to read. And I've been really trying to intentionally get back into a good reading habit. I try to take books with me whenever we go on camping trips. I never usually get through more than a couple of chapters because you get busy doing other stuff. So my husband bought me the new Hunger Games book. It was amazing. If you like Hunger Games or the Hunger Games series, go get the new book. It was awesome. And he got that for me so that I could read it when we went up camping for Memorial Day. We went up for a long, not just the weekend. We went up for like the week before up north camping, and I got to read the whole book. I made it intentionally important to me, and it was so, so nice to get through the whole book. So that was number 7. Number 8, while we were up camping, I taught my husband how to play backgammon. I don't know how much he remembers. We only played one game, but I grew up playing backgammon with my dad, and I had never played with my husband before, and it was raining 2 of the days, so we were stuck inside our camper, and we just made a cup of coffee and got the backgammon board out, and I showed him how to play, and we talked, and it was so nice. You could hear the rain hitting the roof, and it was a really nice moment. While we were up camping, we had a bunch of family campfires, and this is like a core memory type moment that gets replayed over the years with especially my in-law side of the family. We go on camping trips together. We make it intentionally count. We make sure that is a priority, and we have had so many fun memories around campfires. Singing along to 90s country music, just kind of reliving memories over the years. Wow, can you believe this many years ago we were doing this, that, or the other? And a lot of times we just end up laughing with and at each other, all in good fun. And we had some great campfires up Memorial Day. We have another family camping trip coming up at the end of June. So that'll be I'm sure there will be memories or moments from that. That'll be in the Small Moments, Big Echoes trip video for June from that trip. And then the 10th one was my sister lives out on the West Coast, and my niece is 3.5 now. Well, I grew up in a house that my sister and I were 2.5 years apart. So every 6 months, someone was having a birthday. And my mom and dad, geniuses, decided we were going to celebrate half birthdays, because then that way both kids right around the same week. My sister and I are the half birthday and birthday is like within 2 days of each other. So that way both the kids are always happy. You know, somebody's getting a present, making it a little bit about them, but it's half birthday. It was nice. My sister ended up having my nephew on my birthday 6 years ago. And then my niece was born just barely the day before my sister's birthday. So they are almost to the day, exact same birthdays, exact same age gap as my sister and I. All that to say, my niece's half birthday was coming up. And I was just trying to think, well, what could make her happy? What would make her feel like what's something as a 3-year-old that you never would have expected to get and would have just made your day? My niece loves purple. She loves any type of accessory. If she goes out, she wants to put her sunglasses and her purse and, you know, a bracelet and all the things. So I got on Amazon and I found for like $20 a costume jewelry bridesmaid set that's all purple rhinestones, and the look on her face when she got that necklace, I will never forget that as long as I live. It was such a sweet moment. She felt like a princess. She was a princess. And it took my sister a couple days to get her to take it all off. I mean, it came with an earring and bracelet and necklace, and she wanted to wear it constantly. I do have a bonus one. And again, I kind of said spoiler alert at the beginning. But the last day of May is my anniversary. My husband and I have been together for 11 years. We've been married for 11 years. We've been together almost 12 years. And it was such a special moment this year. We took our motorcycles out, went and saw Lilo and Stitch. It was cold. We had to kind of pivot a couple of times what we were going to do. We ended up being home just relaxing together. We watched a movie and talked, had a nice dinner just at home together, really made it about what matters to us and personalized the day so that we could fully enjoy and have that memory of our 11th anniversary. And again, as someone who truly wants couples to get to go on vacations in a way that brings them closer together, that day just was so soul filling for me to get to enjoy it with him in that way. So there you go. There's 10 plus a bonus small moments from the month of May for me. Yes, I was on a Disney trip, and yes, we went camping, but it wasn't the fact that we were on the trip. You got to dig deeper when you're looking for the small moments that have the big echoes. You got to dig deeper. You got to get detailed about those and really dig into what makes life so precious and what lives on in your memories that's unique to you, personalized to you, and can make those tiny small moments just echo into big memories for years to come. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're going to do one of these a month. I would highly recommend that you start keeping some type of a list. Summer goes so fast. I mean, it really does. Summer goes so fast. Before you know it, it's going to be time for school shopping or, whatever else your fall brings. Summer, or if you live somewhere where it's cold, we're always like, oh, it's going to be snowing again, or whatever it is. Summer goes so fast. It's so busy. So I would highly recommend find some type of go to the dollar store or something and find a tiny little notebook or put a note on your phone and just start writing down little small moments that make you smile. My sister and I actually hadn't even thought about this until this moment. My sister and I, when we were about 12 and 14, I think, we got some blank journals and we said they were our smile journals. And anything that made us smile, we were going to write it down in that journal. So there is my challenge to you for the summer of 2025. Write down, or whenever you're watching this, if you're watching this out past summer of 2025, get yourself a smile journal. Whether it's on a phone, a digital journal, or a paper one, paper and pen, good old fashioned, get yourself a smile journal and just start writing down the small things that bring you joy. May the magic be with you. I'll see you guys next month for another Small Moments, Big Echoes.